Today, I want to share a story that will touch your heart, stir your soul, and remind you of the incredible power of love, faith, and inner peace. Please, if you enjoy this story, subscribe to our channel and like this video so we can continue sharing heartwarming tales like this one. In a quiet little town, winter had arrived early, blanketing the streets in snow and cold. The wind cut sharply, and the world seemed harsher than usual. On one particularly frigid morning, a young boy walked beside his father, his small frame trembling, his thin jacket barely keeping out the icy air. The father looked down and noticed the shivers running through his son, and his heart ached. He had faced many challenges in life, but seeing his child cold and uncomfortable pierced him in a way that only a parent could understand. This father was a single parent. He had lost his wife years ago and had been raising his son alone ever since. Life was not easy, work was scarce, money was tight, and winter made every struggle feel heavier. But in his heart, he carried a quiet, unshakable faith. Faith in a higher power, faith in love, and faith in the strength of the human spirit. He believed that even in the darkest moments, there was light to be found, and that each struggle was a chance to grow spiritually. As he watched his son shiver, the father realized there was only one thing he could do. With gentle hands, he removed his own thick jacket and wrapped it around both of them. The warmth spread instantly, not just across their bodies, but into their hearts. The boy's teeth stopped chattering, and he looked up at his father with wide eyes filled with gratitude and love. In that small, simple act, the father experienced something profound, a spiritual awakening. He understood that love is not about grand gestures or wealth. It is about presence, compassion, and sharing whatever we have, even if it feels like it isn't enough. He whispered softly to his son, "No matter how cold the world feels, love will always keep us warm." And in that moment, both father and son felt something extraordinary. They realized that life's hardships were not meant to break them, they were opportunities to awaken. The cold morning, the snow, the wind, they were teachers, guiding them toward faith, patience, and the quiet power of inner peace. Life continued to challenge them. Nights were long, bills piled up, and despair sometimes seemed inevitable. But the father reminded himself that faith is not about waiting for miracles, it's about becoming the miracle. He became the miracle for his son, in every meal cooked with love, every bedtime story read, every gentle embrace offered during tears. These simple acts, repeated daily, became lessons in compassion, resilience, and spiritual growth. Months passed, and that winter morning became a memory etched in their hearts. The boy learned the power of selflessness, of love that doesn't expect anything in return. The father learned that even in his own struggles, he had the power to transform someone else's world. And in that transformation, he discovered that life's greatest truths often come in the smallest moments, the hug that warms, the words that heal, the silent presence that comforts. Sometimes, we wait for grand signs, for miracles to descend from the heavens. But the universe often speaks in whispers, in acts of kindness that seem small but carry immense spiritual weight. When we give, even a little, from our hearts, we become part of something far larger than ourselves. Inner peace, the father realized, is not about escaping the cold or avoiding hardship. It is about embracing life fully, with compassion, patience, and unwavering love. The story of the father and son reminds us that spiritual growth does not come from perfection or isolation. It comes from living with an open heart, sharing warmth in a world that can often feel cold, and holding faith even in the simplest of moments. It comes from choosing love over fear, hope over despair, and kindness over indifference. These choices ignite a light in the soul, one that cannot be extinguished by life's storms. And so, on that snowy morning, wrapped in a single jacket, father and son discovered a profound truth, that the warmth of love and faith is stronger than any winter chill, and that even the smallest act of selflessness has the power to transform a life. If this story has touched your heart, remember it as you go through your own life. Share warmth with someone in need, offer a helping hand, or simply be present. You never know how your small act of love might become a guiding light for someone else, just as the father's jacket became a symbol of hope, compassion, and inner peace. Thank you for watching Kind Tales. May your heart be filled with love, your soul with peace, and your life with endless blessings.